take a few moments here and just settle into the mat. Let your body start taking the shape of the ground, kind of like you're made of liquid, or like a cat might do. Getting cozy, letting the bones get heavy. And inviting a nice inhale through the nostrils, holding for a moment, letting the lips open and sighing it out. We'll do 2 more of those, just inhaling, feeling yourself fill up like a balloon, holding for a moment, and then exhale it out. 1 more, this time on your own breath, maybe sticking out your tongue, letting it feel nice. Keep your hands connected to the earth for a little more grounding energy, or place 1 hand on the belly, 1 hand on the heart, if that feels okay and that feels safe. This will be a 60-minute Hatha flow. We'll be moving our bodies through various positions called asanas, and using the breath to guide us. In the Yoga Sutras, which are kind of the guidelines of yoga, the grand textbook of good yoga, one of the definitions is that self-realization is calming and ceasing the fluctuations of the mind. So we use the breath to invite that vital energy so we can move the body and really challenge ourselves. Maybe we challenge ourselves physically with a pose, or maybe we use the pose as an opportunity to challenge the mind. Maybe even challenge the emotions that come up. So during the next 60 minutes, you'll stay with the breath and listen to that internal teacher. If a pose I say doesn't resonate or feel good in the body, please just don't take it. We'll have options for modifications, but just know that lying here on your back or child's pose is always an option for you. My voice is simply a guide. This is your practice. We'll start inviting inhales through the nostrils and exhales through the nostrils. This is called Ujjayi breathing. Ujjayi means victory. We're finding victory over that mind chatter, the chitta vritti. We'll use the breath to bring us back to the present moment. If you'd like to invite an intention into your practice, you can do so now. Maybe a word, a phrase, even a person, or an idea. And just repeat it to yourself 3 times, letting it settle in your heart. When that chitta vritti, that monkey mind, the mind chatter turns on, center yourself using this intention, and maybe an audible inhale and exhale through the nostrils. On the next inhale, extend the legs long alongside the mat, point the toes and reach the arms up over the head if that feels good. Otherwise, we'll find a nice cactus arm ending the elbows. Take an inhale, reaching your body in opposite directions. Exhale, gather the right knee into the chest. hug the knee into the chest, maybe even towards the midline of the body so it doesn't float out to the right. Left leg, the heel plants into the earth, or the sole of the foot finds the ground if that's more comfortable. Apanasana. Stay here in stillness, or maybe little circles in the hip, just juicing up the joint, bringing attention to the fact you'll be using it and warming it up. We'll take the right knee into the left hand and let it cross over the body into a twist. I like to put my knee here on a block, but if it finds the air or the floor and that feels good, we'll stay there. Right arm can reach alongside the body like a wing. Maybe the gaze reaches towards the right, or the neck might look up at the ceiling. On our inhales and twists, we want to imagine space between the vertebrae, the spine getting longer. On the exhales, your body gets heavy. Maybe you twist a little bit deeper using that space you created. Engage the abdomen slightly just to roll back to the back side, extending both legs long. Maybe you reach the arms over the head for another reset stretch. Next exhale, left leg reaches into the body, bend the knee, hold that leg in towards the chest, bringing awareness to any sensations in the hip. Keeping in mind that each side is different. So if you're creating a story around the pose, adopt the mantra, oh, so it's like this now. Bring some circles or stay in stillness just for 2 breaths. We'll take the knee in the right hand, cross it over the body into a twist. Left arm reaches long, maybe the gaze follows the fingers. Inhales, you get longer. Exhales, you get heavy and maybe even twist deeper. Take a full inhale, maybe the longest breath you've taken today. Engage the abdomen slightly, exhale back to the back body, reach the toes long, arms over the head, big stretch. Exhale, gather both knees into the chest, give yourself a little squeeze, rock side to side until you fall to either direction, whichever feels natural. Just pause for 1 moment in a fetal position. And with the strength of your arms, press the floor away, coming to a seated position. I like to sit on a blanket here. If not, the hips will just find the earth. Let the spine get long. Maybe shake the head no a couple of times. Shake the head yes, and on a positive note, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, reach both arms up. Maybe invite a tiny back bend, gaze at the ceiling. Exhale, right arm finds the earth, reach over towards the side. Nice lateral bend. Inhales, you open the chest. Exhales, reach the fingers towards the side wall. Inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. Right elbow bends, grab it with the left, and try to get the elbow to point to the ceiling. Press the head into the arm. If you're like me, you accidentally did a back bend, so we'll straighten the back. Left arm out like a wing, flip the palm to the back of the room, bend the elbow. Find a bind, wiggling the fingers towards the side, or let the fingers crawl up the spine. Gomukhasana arms. We'll stay here for 3 breaths, maybe close the eyes. For me, this is a challenge pose. So can we find that center? One more inhale, slow exhale. Inhale, arms reach out to the side. Take some shoulder rolls, just moving the shoulders, moving up the joints. Inhale, palms face the ceiling, reach it all the way up. Exhale, left arm finds the earth, reaching the right fingers towards the side wall. Inhale as you open the chest. Exhale, reach the fingers closer to the wall. You might even grow an inch out of your shoulder. Inhale, engage the abdomen slightly, both arms to the sky, bend the left elbow. Use the right hand to really reach that elbow to point to the ceiling. Right arm out like a wing, flip the palm, bend the elbow, wiggle the fingers towards a little half bind, or crawl the fingers towards one another. Good. Pressing the head into the top arm. You might notice your two sides are totally different. The mind wandering is normal. So can use your breath and your intention to bring you back. Beautiful. One more inhale. Exhale slowly. Good. Inhale, release the arms, shake out the shoulders, plant the hands over the knees, either roll over or just shift onto one hip to find an all fours position. We'll start our cat-cows. I think you all are probably familiar if you've taken a yoga class. Inhale, cow pose, belly drops, gaze lifts, tailbones high. Exhale, press into the hands as you arch the spine towards the ceiling. Good, this is a perfect opportunity to connect the breath and the movement. So find your own breath here. Inhale, belly drops, gaze up. Exhale, press the earth away. Good. We'll take a few more rounds, just keep going on your own count. Spread the fingers wide. Good, press specifically between the pointer finger and the thumb and that little webbing. So if I tried to stick my finger underneath your hand, I wouldn't be able to. Good. We'll find some organic movement here. If this feels good, stay cat-cow transition. Otherwise, you might wag the tail to the right, look at the right heel, wag the tail to the left, look at the left heel. Or maybe you reach the hips back towards a child's pose, and then reach the hips forward, turning on your abdomen a teensy bit. Finding some nice movement from your internal teacher. Good, we'll take 2 more breaths here, letting it get long. Maybe shaking the head, rolling the neck if that feels yummy. We'll let these movements get more subtle and smaller until we find a neutral spine. Shoulders are right over the wrists, knees are underneath the hips, spine is long. So it's like someone's pulling your tail behind you and your head towards me. We'll walk the hands a whole handprint forward, and we'll do something called wrist push-ups. So we'll keep our fingers glued to the earth, thumb included, keep all of your knuckles down, and then just lift the heel of the hand. So you might notice this is super difficult, and if so, walk the hands further. If you don't feel anything, walk the hands closer to the body, and we'll put a little more pressure on the wrists. So we'll go slower, maybe 50% slower than you think you should go. And you might notice there is shaking a little bit. This is a perfect way to gain stability and strength in the wrists, as well as strengthen the grip. Maybe you press the thumb super hard into the earth and see what happens. Everybody feel it? Mm-hmm. First time I did this, I was sore, I swear. And then we'll take the palms to the earth. Just rotate the hand maybe 90 degrees, maybe 45 degrees, whatever feels good. And we'll do it again. So just little wrist push-ups. Keep the thumb down. Keep all of the knuckles down. And just lift the heel of the hand. Super slow. It's hard, right? Mm-hmm. Good. So we'll sit back on the heels or tuck the toes and sit back on the heels. Just roll out the wrists a little bit. That's something if you do every day, I swear you feel so much better. Okay, we'll come back to all fours. We'll do just a couple shoulder push-ups. So we're gonna shrug the shoulders in, feel what it feels like to get crunchy, and it doesn't feel good, right? So we'll press the shoulders away from one another, creating space between the shoulder blades on the back. Just one more time, maybe the shoulder blades crunch together like you could hold a pencil between your shoulder blades, and then reach it up, creating space in the back body, like there's a little balloon right under the chest. Engage the abdomen, press into the hands, Extend the right leg long behind you, tucking the toes to the earth. Stay here. Keep the plank. Maybe extend the left leg back to meet the right plank position. Take an inhale. Maybe you shift forward onto the tippy toes. Exhale, press the hips back towards the sky. Lift the hips. Let the heels get heavy. Downward facing dog. This is your first down dog of the day. Maybe it's a slightly narrower stance, or maybe you walk your feet to the edge of the mat. Bend deeply into one leg, deeply into the other, making sure you're pressing equal weight into both hands. We'll do a couple different versions of a vinyasa here, so you can pick your favorite and continue for the rest of the class. We'll inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, lower the knees. Inhale, find a cow pose, belly drops, gaze up. Exhale, toes tuck, engage the abdomen, shift the hips back and up, downward facing dog. That's vinyasa option number 1. We'll take a different version, inhaling, shifting forward to plank. Exhale, knees to the ground. Inhale, create space in the heart shines forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, let them reach all the way towards the side body, all the way down to the belly. Point the toes behind you. Inhale, head and shoulders lift, baby cobra. Maybe float the fingers. Exhale, forehead to the earth. Inhale, press into the hands, shift the hips to the heels, child's pose. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Hips rise, heels are heavy. Good. So that or any other version of your vinyasa or no vinyasa is acceptable. We'll inhale, right leg rises high to the sky. Keep the shoulder square, bend the knee, open the hip and knee to the right. Good. Stay here in stillness, or maybe big circles in the air, drawing with your knee. Notice if your hip is talking to you. Inhale, reach the toe to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Exhale, gaze forward. Step the foot in between the hands. Use your hand to guide your ankle if you need. Left knee down to the ground. Hug the thighs towards one another. Inhale, reach the arms up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, maybe connect the palms or find a goal post if that's comfy. Settle into the pose. Inhale, find a back bend by lifting the heart, gazing at the ceiling. Exhale, straighten the front leg, shift the hips back. Maybe the toes find their way towards the forehead. Half Hanumanasana. We'll be here for 3 breaths. If blocks under your hands make it easier to bring the floor closer to you, place your hands on blocks. Inhales, the heart shines a little bit forward. Exhales, you reach your forehead towards the front of the room. In forward folds, reroll forward, not downward. Inhale, plant the toes, bend into that right knee, hands to the earth. Tuck the left toes, lift the knee. Inhale, reach the right leg back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, find your downward dog. Inhale, shift the body forward, plank position. Any version of your vinyasa, maybe you lower the knees, exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, baby cobra, or maybe you straighten the arms, lifting the heart and the knees, upward dog. Exhale, use the abdomen to shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. 1, inhale and exhale. Inhale, left leg reaches high to the sky.
Jewel, this is a little bit slippery, like doing down dog. Do you think the other side would be better?
You can try it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I can get you some.
Sliding a little.
Okay, I can get you some water if you want to. Sometimes that helps. Are you having the same problem?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
try
I
it on
think
the
it's
other
just
side.
because it's just a little slippery. Yeah, this is better on this
That's
side.
better? Oh, good. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's better.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can feel my feet kind of sliding.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, sometimes those mats, the sweatier you get, the more you stick, which is really weird. But good, found a solution. Okay, so we'll take the downward facing dog. Heels are heavy. Press into the hands, spread them wide like the sun or like you're playing piano. Inhale, left leg lifts high to the sky. Shoulders are square, bend the knee, open the hip to the left. Stay here in stillness or find big circles. Let the head just hang right in between the arms. Inhale, straighten the leg, point the toe high, gaze forward, exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Right knee finds the earth, hug the thighs together, inhale, reach the arms up. Good, exhale, settle into the pose, let the hips come forward, maybe you find a nice goalpost. Inhale, find your little back bend by raising the heart, nice. Exhale, straighten the front knee, let the hips come back, fold over the leg, half Hanumanasana, half splits. I didn't say this on the other side, but maybe you play around with waving the toes to one side and the other. Just exploring the sensations in the hamstrings. We'll take 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, space between the torso and the leg. Exhale, you fold forward all the way towards, beautiful, nice, towards the front of the room. One more nice inhale and exhale. Let the left toes come to the earth, bend into the knee, tuck the right toes, lift the knee off the ground, press the hands into the earth, inhale, reach it into 3-legged dog. Exhale, find your down dog, replace the legs, inhale, shift forward to plank position, take your vinyasa or lift back to downward facing dog. Using the breath to guide you, we'll arrive in down dog, to meet together, heels getting heavy. Maybe shake the head no, let it all go. Always feeling free to sigh out a breath. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, come forward, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist, on the toes of the left foot. Inhale, 3-legged dog, reach it back. Exhale, right knee comes to the right elbow. Lift it high towards the armpit. Inhale, 3-legged dog, reach it back. Exhale, underneath the body, left elbow. Inhale, reach it back, 1 more 3-legged dog. Exhale, gaze forward, step the foot in between the hands quietly. Left knee stays lifted. Hug the thighs together, inhale, reach the arms up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, settle into the pose. Good. Inhale, maybe you find a prayer or a goalpost. Find a little back bend. Good. Exhale, stay. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Find your twist. Good. Always the option to lower the back knee. Inhale, extend collarbones to fingertips. Good. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up. Open to warrior 2. Deep bend in that right leg. Toes pointing forward. Check in if the right heel and left arch are in line with one another. Good. Inhale, space between the shoulders and the ears. Exhale, deepen the bend. Flip the right palm, tip it back, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. Reach the fingertips towards the back. Good. Inhale, create space in the right side body. Exhale, torso upright, arms to a T. We'll find triangle. Shift hips to the left, reach to the front of the room. When you can't anymore, right arm finds the shin, the foot, maybe a block. Left arm reaches high. Beautiful. Spread the fingers wide. Energy is reaching out of your fingertips. Press into the right big toe mound and the left pinky toe. Good. 1 more inhale. Expand through the heart. Exhale, bend the right knee. Find your warrior 2. Inhale, deepen that bend. Press into the left pinky toe. Exhale, shift the body forward. Right elbow to the knee. Side angle pose. Left arm reaches to the sky or reaches alongside the ear. Good. Spin the arm internally from the root of the shoulder. So palm faces down or towards the side of the room. Good. 1 more inhale, expansion in the heart. Exhale, slowly use the abdomen, warrior 2. Inhale, gaze forward, soften the body. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back to plank position. Find your vinyasa or downward facing dog. Child's pose is always there. If you'd like to rest your forehead on the ground or a block. Or take 4 nice breaths in downward facing dog. I hear the sound of no one breathing. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, the heels get heavy. They're made of space matter. Good, inhale, left leg reaches high to the sky. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. High on the toes, high hips. Inhale, reach it back, three-legged. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Good. Inhale, reach it back. Underneath the body towards the right tricep. Lift it high. Good. Inhale, reach it back, three-legged. Gaze forward, step it through quietly and softly between the hands. Beautiful. Right knee stays lifted, hug the thighs together. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, settle the hips towards the ground. Strengthen that back leg. Good. Shift the body forward so the heel reaches over the toe. Awesome. Inhale, maybe you find your little back bend. Exhale, find your little goalpost. Inhale, energy through the fingers as you reach it up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back, twist. Good. Two big inhales here. Lengthening from the chest through the fingers. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up, circle and open to warrior two. Right heel finds the earth. Arch in line with the left heel. Good. Soften the shoulders, gaze over the left middle finger. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Good. Inhale, shift forward, flip the left palm, reach it back, reverse warrior. Straighten the front knee, reverse triangle. Maybe you have more room to reach it back. Good. Inhale, lengthen the left side body. Keep that length as you press into the feet, torso upright, arms to a T. Reach forward, then let the left arm drop down towards the leg, reaching the right arm high. Good. I like to connect my shin right underneath my knee with the back of my palm so I can use it to open the chest. Beautiful. One more inhale, press into the feet. Exhale, bend the left knee, arms to a T, warrior two alongside the body. Press into the right pinky toe, inhale. Exhale, shift forward, bend the left arm, elbow to knee, right arm up to the sky or reaching alongside the ear. Good. Check in with the face. I hold tension in my eyebrows a lot. Always looking angry, so maybe smile. Is there one part of you that you can relax? Beautiful. One more inhale, energy in the fingertips. Good. Exhale, find your warrior two. Inhale, deepen that bend. Plant the right foot on the earth. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Step back to plank position, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. Awesome. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, step it through like you're moving through honey, super slow. Set up for a high lunge, hug the thighs, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, right arm forward, left arm back, find your twist. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up, open to warrior two. Good, mobility in the hips. Inhale, reach the right arm forward, tip it back, reverse warrior. Exhale, straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. Press into the feet, inhale, torso up, arms to a T. Exhale, reach it forward, let the right arm find the leg, open the chest. Good, stay for an inhale. Find length on the exhale. Engage the abdomen, inhale, bend the right knee, warrior two. Stay for the exhale. Roll the shoulders back and down, gaze over the right finger. Exhale, find your extended side angle, elbow to knee, left arm reaches alongside the body. Sense the energy line from the left fingers to the left pinky toe, letting the hips reach towards the back of the room. Beautiful. One more inhale, get long. Exhale, gaze at your big toe of the right foot. Come to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. If you like to take your block, to the front of the right mat, or just take it with you, always good. We'll heel toe the back foot in. Left arm comes to the left hip. I like to find the floor before inviting my foot to rise. When that left foot rises, flex the foot hard. Good, toes pointing the side of the room. Beautiful. Strengthen that standing leg. It's straightened, but not locked. Maybe you even float the right toes and separate them and plant them down. Good, like you're really kicking something towards the back of the room. Good, inhale, find length through the spine. Slow as you can, bend the right knee, point the left toes, reach it back to the back of the mat, warrior two. Inhale, left arm comes down, spin the left toes into your lunge. Exhale, palms at heart center. Inhale, start to shift the body weight forward, all of your weight on that right leg. As the head reaches forward, left toes find the earth. Scooch the toes towards the front of the mat until you flex that left foot, reaching the foot about hip height. Strengthen that left hamstring. Warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. Good. Good. Check in with the toes, facing the ground. And we're almost there. Beautiful. One more inhale, expansion, head reaches forward. Slowly exhale, bend the right knee, find a low lunge. Good. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, plant the hands, shift the right leg into three-legged dog. Good. Take an inhale here, letting the head hang. Exhale, we'll find a pigeon on the right side, letting the right shin come towards the front of the mat, letting the left leg scooch back. If this is like definitely not comfortable for you, we'll come to the back and take a supine pigeon. So right ankle over the left knee, and we'll pull it close.
I'll do that. I don't trust my knees.
Yeah, totally. It's a really comfortable version. So I like to start with my left foot on the ground, pressing the right knee back, and then with the strength of my legs, invite it in. If you're in your sleeping pigeon, let the forehead connect to a block or the ground. And just 5 nice breaths here. We're just going to invite some feedback from the body. Maybe think about that intention. One more deep breath. Send it to every cell in your body. Slowly begin to crawl yourself back up. If you're in supine pigeon, make your way to an all fours. We'll find a child's pose for a moment. And on your own time, find a downward facing dog. Or just stay in child's pose. Nothing wrong with that. Are you guys good on heat? Do you want me to turn the air on? Are we really good? For a minute there. Okay, we have one more side to get through. And we'll sit and stretch and meditate a little bit. Find a downward facing dog. I'll do it with you guys. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, gaze between the hands, step the foot through slowly, maybe toe heel. Set up for a high lunge, hugging the thighs together, letting the arms reach towards the sky, strengthening the abs. Exhale, settle into the pose, strengthen that back leg. Good. Inhale, find your twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Reach from the fingertips. Good. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up. We'll open to warrior two. Hips opening towards the side of the room, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, flip your warrior, reverse, left arms reach to the sky and then towards the back of the room. Exhale, straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. Inhale, use the abdomen to lift the torso, arms to a T. Exhale, shift the hips to the right, reach forward, letting the left arm connect with the leg to open the chest. Beautiful. One inhale here. Exhale, use the abdomen to find your warrior two, deep bend in that left leg. Inhale, strengthen the arms, lengthen the fingers. Exhale, bend the left elbow, connect with your extended side angle. Utthita Parshvottanasana. Energy line from the right fingers to the right pinky toe. Good, we'll set up for Ardha Chandrasana. Right hand to the hip, all of your weight in that left foot as you heel toe the right foot in. I like to bring my left arm down to a block. Option to stay here with the right toe on the earth. If you'd like to add, flex the right foot, lift that leg hip height. Maybe reach the right arm to the sky. Good. That right hip point is reaching towards the ceiling. Yeah. If you lose balance, come right back to it. If you're creating a story, just breathe. Not easy. Inhale, one more, kick back with the foot. Slowly we'll exit to a warrior two, bending that left leg, landing. Good. Inhale, right arm down, reach to a lunge, let the heel of the right foot come off the earth. Exhale, palms to heart center. You know where we're going here. Inhale, let the weight reach towards the front of the room, like you're really trying to shoot your head towards the mirror. All of the weight to the left foot, toes of the right foot come to the earth. Option to stay here, or if you're adding, let the torso drop as you flex the right foot, lifting the heel hip height. Good, so the toes are ideally turning towards the mat with a strong back leg. Good, just one more strong inhale. Slowly as you exhale, bend the left leg, reaching the fingertips to the ground, right toes to the earth. Press the hands down, inhale, find your three-legged dog. Exhale, we'll find a pigeon. If you came to your back, feel free to do it on this side too. Or if you came to a pigeon, always the option for supine. So for our supine, we'll lay all the way back, left heel across right knee. Press the knee energetically towards the front of the room. Then maybe you invite the legs in. If you're in your sleeping pigeon, bring attention to the right hip point. You want to imagine it getting super heavy and anchoring towards the ground, like it's pulling you down. Find 4 breaths. Accepting feedback from any part of you. Just playing the observer in your own story. One more of the slowest breaths you've taken today. Send the exhale to every cell. We'll slowly start to come out, meeting in a child's pose, with the knees wide and the toes touching for a nice hip release. If you'd like a lower back release, we'll keep the knees closer to one another. Extend the arms long. We'll walk the hands to the edge of the right mat, maybe even off of your mat. Interlace the left hand on top of the right. Energetically pull the left hand towards you as you reach the right hand into the floor and away from you. You might feel a sensation of opening throughout the left side body. And I like to really ground my left hip into my heel here. Just take 2 breaths on your own count. And if it feels really good, stay here. Otherwise, we'll move to the other side. Walk to the left, right fingers interlace on top of left. And you'll use that grip to pull the left arm away from you and pull the right arm towards you. Stay here if it feels good, otherwise we'll come back to center. Finding a child's pose, pressing the hands so far into the earth that maybe the elbows pop up. From our child's pose, we'll shift all the way onto our belly, maybe using the forearms as support here. Making a little pillow for the forehead, just resting for a moment, either on the forehead or the cheek. Maybe tap out the toes. Let them find about hips distance on the mat. And toenails are going to stay glued to the earth. We'll find a shalabhasana, a locust pose, and a couple different variations here. We'll first let the arms find their way towards our side. I like to hold on to my thighs here for some support, or you can press the palms into the earth. We're going to zip up the legs really, really tight. Press the toes into the earth. They're going to stay there. Inhale, engage the abdomen, engage the glutes and the legs. Exhale, just lift the head, the chest, and the shoulders off the earth. You can use your fingertips to crawl you back, lifting the chest higher, or maybe you interlace the hands behind you and use it to reach the chest up. Good, we'll stay for 2 inhales here. This is also a pose that creates challenge and the ability to dispel the story. Next, exhale, forehead comes to the earth. Maybe a little pillow. Shake out the hips like you're shaking your tail. We'll do one more shalabhasana. Option to take that one more time, or we'll lift the feet also. Extend the arms back along the sides of the body. Zip the legs together like they're stuck. Engage the abdomen, engage the thighs and the glutes on your inhale. Exhale, lift the toes as you lift the chest and head off the ground as well, using the arms as little airplane wings to propel you forward. Stay here for 3 breaths, or option to add, reaching the arms to a T. And if you'd like to add even more, reach the arms alongside the ears, palms facing one another. Maybe so much that your pinkies start to face one another. Beautiful. One more inhale, lift it all. Yes. Exhale, reach it down. Good. We'll find a child's pose as a little counter, slowly pressing back. Good. If you separate the knees a lot, you can let the heart melt into the ground. Slowly make our way onto your back, whichever way. Actually, we'll come to seated. So if you'd like to sit on either a blanket or a rolled up mat or a block, please go for it. We'll take 2 versions of Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. So first, I'm not going to mirror you because I will mess everything up. So we'll bend the left knee and let it fall out to the side. Kind of like a tree pose, we can connect it on the shin or above the knee. I like to take my fingertips here, lift my booty up, and find my sit bones to the earth. So if you guys want to get kind of intimate with yourself, you can feel the 2 bones super, super like hard sticking into the earth. So we want those to be grounded directly, kind of like a tree, like we have roots. Use that grounding, so we're rooting so we can rise to lift the arms up. Turn towards your leg, flex the toes, reach the torso forward, like you're holding a really heavy platter. Good. Engage the quad of the right leg. Notice if that propels you forward at all. Inhale, reach the platter further. Good, now we can exhale, flip the palms to the earth. Maybe release the head. I like to put a block underneath my forehead or stack my hands. or you'll let the fingers continue to crawl you forward. So just like our half splits, inhale, space between the belly and the thighs. Exhale, head reaches forward. One more breath. Next, inhale, fingers crawl you towards the body. And we'll take a revolved Janu Shirshasana. So we're just going to open this left knee towards the opposite way of our leg that's extended. And we're going to turn our hips towards the bent knee. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, right arm drops towards the knee or the ground. Left arm reaches long. Just like our revolved triangle pose. We'll use that connection of right hand to knee or leg to open the chest towards the ceiling. And then exhale, maybe your left fingers reach a little bit farther towards the side of the room. Good. Stay for one more deep breath. Notice if you're back bending or rounding the spine. Can you find length? Beautiful. Nice adjustment. One more inhale. Exhale, left arm finds towards the sky. Then we'll just take a switch. Actually, just kidding. We'll take our left knee that's bent and just reach it over to the opposite side of the right leg. Does this feel okay on everybody's hips? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay, cool. So again, if you want to just reset your booty onto the earth to find some grounding. If this feels good, we can bend the bottom knee as well. If this starts to make you feel like you have to sit onto one hip, we'll just re-extend the leg. Good. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, twist to the left. Maybe hook right elbow to left knee. Take the left arm behind you. Sometimes I'll take a block behind me to even lift the ground closer. And we'll use this as a little kickstand to lift the heart, maybe grow the head an inch taller. Good. So on our inhales and twists, we get taller. Exhales, we spin deeper, maybe gaze over the left shoulder. Good. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. Take your last exhale. Slowly unwind. We'll take a tiny counter twist, connecting the left arm and the right, or the left leg. Still getting confused. A nice crack. Come back to center. Let both legs extend. Shake out the knees. And we'll take that to the other side. Bending the right leg, letting the knee fall out. Connecting at some point with the left leg. Flex the left toes towards you. Reset the booty. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, serve your platter forward. Shoulders away from the ears. Check in with those toes. Mine like to get wonky and kind of float out to the left. So reach the toes towards the sky. Reach your platter forward. Exhale, palms find the earth. Maybe you start to crawl yourself more forward. Or eventually let the forehead reach down. You can choose to make this more active by engaging the left quad. Or you can let it be passive and let the head fall. One more full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, torso comes up right. Let the right leg reach towards the back of the room. Let your body face that bent knee. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, left hand reaches down towards the knee. Right arm reaches up and towards the front of the room. Good. Stay here for a few breaths. Let length continue to be created just through inhales. Exhale, exhale, we'll come back to center. Let the left leg extend straight on the mat. If it's not, you're already there. We'll take the right leg on the opposite side of the left. Good. Side might be different, so if you'd like to bend the bottom leg, feel free to do so. Otherwise, we'll keep it extended, reset the booty if needed. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, twist to the right. Hug the left knee, or right knee in towards the body. Then maybe hook the left elbow onto the right knee. Right hand uses it as a kickstand. Maybe tenting the fingers or on a block. Inhale to find length, growing taller. Good. Your neck is sitting on its perfect little pedestal created by the spine. Exhale, maybe gaze past the shoulder. Slowly unwind. Take a little counter twist to the opposite side. We'll find a seat. Plant the feet into the earth, the arms behind you. We'll take a little reverse tabletop here, letting the hips rise. If you'd like to add, you can walk the heels out into a reverse plank. Holding for one, inhale. Exhale, booty down, back to the mat. Find a nice supine position. Plant the feet into the earth, knees to the sky. And we'll just take the legs up to the ceiling. If you'd like to place a block underneath the sacrum to lift the hips. Good, so there you go. Nice little inversion. Just take 5 breaths here. Supta Viparita Karani. Legs up the wall. This is a beautiful pose before bed or in the morning to improve circulation, slow the heart rate, engage the parasympathetic nervous system, and ultimately create a feeling of safety in the body. If plow pose is in your practice, you can release the feet behind the head onto the ground. Or we'll set up for Shavasana, letting the legs extend long. You can take the block out from underneath you. And if anyone would like any props, I'll bring them to you. Sometimes a bolster underneath the knees feels really good. And open the knees wide, placing blocks underneath you.
I'll take a bolster.
Yeah, awesome. Just gonna give the body a little permission to relax. Center your knees. And then we're gonna put your feet on. Let your heels come on the blocks. Is that okay?
Thanks.
Welcome. Shavasana is our opportunity to settle after all of the movement and the yang activity. Shavasana is the integration of our yoga practice. Take one final inhale. As you sigh it out, ask the body to relax. Ask the floor to hold you. Shavasana. the beginning. And so one day it happened like this. I was floating amongst an ocean of stars in timeless space. All it took was one look from Earth, and she cast her line, hooking me into her orbit. Never had I seen such unparalleled beauty than in the life that dwelled within her gravitational currents. I asked if I could experience a human life. To know the feeling of a mortal heart that feels immortal in love, or the peace that washes over from being submerged in a salty sea, or the enveloping scent of a bonfire from camping beneath the pine trees. I wanted to physically experience the chaotic dance of emotions that make a human life so rich. Earth granted me my wish, and she asked which character I would like to play when I came in. I made up a name and many other ingredients that would create my story so that I could grow along the way. She said the price of admission was that I would experience amnesia. I would forget that I came from infinity and instead identify fully with the role I play, thinking that was me. Part of the game was in participating with the mystery, a treasure hunt of following the breadcrumbs and the soft whispers of inspiration that reminded me of the endless possibilities contained within one human life. Start to bring awareness back into the body, maybe finding little tiny movements. Bring awareness back into the breath, allowing a full inhale to fill you up. Holding at the top, and exhaling, completely releasing. If you're comfortable and have time to stay, please do. Otherwise, gather both knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug. Roll onto either side, pausing in fetal position, making a little pillow with your head, or for your head, with your hand, opposite hand to your heart. We stop in fetal position after corpse pose as a representation of rebirth and new beginnings. Look inward, say something kind and loving to yourself. When you're ready, use the strength of your arms to push yourself to a seat, like snakeskin, leaving the old self there. Bring the palms to heart center, roll the shoulders down and back, let the head get long. Loka Samosta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may my words, thoughts, and actions contribute to that in some way. We'll raise the prayer to the forehead as a reminder of clear, loving thoughts. To the lips for clear, living words and communication. And to the heart for clear, loving actions. We'll seal the practice with the sound of Om, the sound of the universe. Feel free to join in or just soak it up. We'll inhale together. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and letting me guide you through yoga this evening. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm
I
glad
feel
you
so
came.
bad. I left everything on over there. Oh my God.
Good. I'm so glad you were just there.
Thank you.